हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू नट्स एंड जॉक्स डग आउट डिस्कशंस। और हम लोग वापस आ चुके हैं एक और एक एपिसोड के साथ। अरे याशांग ने क्या कर रहे हो यार? थोड़ा तो रुक जाओ। ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है। आज बात करेंगे मोहन बागान और ईस्ट बंगाल के बारे में। मोहन बागान काफी क्या बोलते हैं, कुछ नहीं बोलना चाहता हूँ मैं। नसाफ के साथ मैच हुआ था एफसी कप में।
Exactly.
हाफ डजन गोल खाए थे। क्या किया जा सकता है? हो सकता है ये, मतलब कोई बात नहीं। रोहित दा, आपके पास सीधा आ जाएंगे हम। क्या मतलब मोहन बागान क्या और भी गोल्स खा सकते थे उस मैच में? क्या लगता है आपको?
मेरे ख्याल से I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have conceded more goals, honestly, because if you actually look at the team, I said this in the preview itself. Okay, right? This team is gonna be very difficult for, like, Mohun Bagan will find it very difficult to beat Nasaf because they are an extremely fast team, and they are they are relentless. I mean, if you look at their physicality, if you look at their speed and the difficult conditions that they come out from, it is like it's kind of very challenging for Mohun Bagan to go up against a team like that. No matter how good our football would have been, at the end of the day, it would have been a defeat. But I probably believe that they could have done better. But then again, I will be happy about one thing. So we need to understand that Mohun Bagan still didn't use their main defender, that is Tiri, and we were also without our another defender, that is Sumit Rathi. So ideally, Pritham Kotal played a centre half, which he is not used to, and at the same time, Ashutosh Mehta was playing on the right, wherein which is actually the role of Pritham Kotal. So ideally, what eventually happens is Ashutosh Mehta is much slower than Pritham Kotal. Pritham Kotal is way too fast. Ashutosh Mehta is a better player when you actually include the attacking enterprises. So I believe the defense setup itself was wrong. Habas should have used Sumit Rathi in the first place, but then again, I understand he wanted to have experience on the side. There's this one man I'll really like to name, and that is Johnny Kauko. Had it not been for Johnny Kauko, things could have looked way more difficult for Mohun Bagan. In the first half itself, Mohun Bagan was outplayed, and they were having a fear on their mind that probably like what to do. Were they supposed to go on a counter in the second half and at least fight back, or were they supposed to defend and stop the humiliation? And at the same time, I personally believe players like David Williams is not fit for these kind of games, because I understand that David Williams is an extremely valuable pick when it comes to the ISL. But when you are going up against a team that is based on speed, you cannot have David Williams in there, because David Williams is more of a goal scorer whom, if you pick up within that attacking third, he can convert. But against teams who have got this much pace in their ranks, you always have to create from the back. So I personally believe that ATK should have gone for foreigners who are better than David Williams. But at the end of the day, well, there's nothing that we could have done actually, because I have said this previously as well, that this was not the right place for Habas to experiment his lineup. But he went ahead with it, and the result is visible. I mean, we were thrashed. Like Mohun Bagan was thrashed, on the contrary.
Exactly. What really happened to Probir Das? I was really expecting him to start.
Okay, again, like I am still not sure what really happened to Prabir Das, but Habas has his own strategy. There's this one thing that I can tell you, that Prabir Das is mainly a right back. Now, given the fact that Habas was playing a 3-5-2 lineup, so ideally when you play a three-man defense, all your defenders have to play the role of a central defender. So if you are bringing in Prabir Das into the attack, he has this tendency of charging forward. So the very moment one defender in that three-man lineup charges forward, the defense comes down to a two-man defense. And if you look at Mohun Bagan's midfield, that comprise the likes of Manveer Singh, Lonnie Rodriguez, Carl McHugh, Johnny Kauko, and Sheikh Shahil. None of them had the tendency of falling back and joining the defensive lineup. So ideally, that is where the problem happened. That is most likely the reason that Prabir Das couldn't be fielded, because if you have to use your wing backs, you have to play a four-man defense, so that even if the wing backs are going for an overlap, your defense can hold. But at the same time, given the fact that Habas played a three-man defense, I believe that was the reason he couldn't use uh, Prabir Das. And I also would like to say this: it was completely foolish from the end of Habas, because you are going up against one of the best teams of Asia, and you are playing a three-man defense wherein you know that you by no chance will be able to parallel their physicality and speed. So I have no idea what was going on in Habas's mind, but I personally believe that he should have been doing better than using a three-man defense.
But let me state a fact that there was this NASA striker Kalu Derovic, who previously played for Delhi Dynamos and scored just a single goal in 12 professional matches in ISL. So after this match, there has been a debate about the standard of Indian football and Uzbek football. So how can this happen? There is a certain striker who is unsuccessful in Indian football goes on to become a successful striker in the Uzbek league.
Okay, this is a difference of setups. Romelu Lukaku failed terribly for Manchester United, wherein when he went to Inter Milan, he kept on firing one goal after the other. So what really was the difference? So you have to understand, Indian football, despite the fact that Indian football has been improving, they still haven't reached the phase where they can call themselves a developed footballing nation. So the difference that happens is the physio. I mean the quality of the physios that come into the game, and at the same time, another significant difference is the setup of football. So ideally, the the players who are playing in that setup, they play all together in a different unit, in a different formation, with comprehensive help from their counterparts. If you actually look, even Alessandro Del Piero wasn't a success in Indian football. Now you would say that probably he was too old, but the question is, these footballers, they come up with a certain amount of reliability on their teammates. Like they are used to positioning themselves to convert goals. Now if you're not getting ample support from your teammates, you have to deliver this from your own end, from your own end, as in it becomes very difficult to play that individualistic football, wherein football itself is a team game. So I personally believe that probably, if like the comparison which was made, that comparison isn't really clever, because comparisons are different, and they are done on the basis of various aspects coming into the picture. I mean, it looks rosy to compare things from the upper end, as in from per se, but at the same time, if you actually go delve a bit deeper, bring in all the aspects of the game together, and I mean, you will find the difference. For example, another example, glaring example, in fact, Eden Hazard was a sensation for Chelsea, but as now he has been a consistent fiasco for Real Madrid. So it's like the change of setups, it's like the change of styles that happen, the change of conditions which happen. A lot of things come into the picture, and I personally believe that this is one of those scenarios where like this player succeeded for that team, but failed to succeed for Delhi.
सो रोहित दा मतलब ये जो इतना ह्यूमिलिएटिंग लॉस के बाद जो हबास एंड कंपनी ने जो अपने टीम को 3 वीक्स का जो ब्रेक दिया है, जहां पे बाकी सारे टीम्स आपके प्री सीजन खेल रहे हैं, जैसे केरला ब्लास्टर्स, एफसी गोवा, बेंगलुरु एफसी, सब डूरंट कप खेल रहे और काफी काफी टीम्स कहीं पे मतलब खेलना स्टार्ट कर दिए। तो आपको क्या लगता है, मतलब ये ब्रेक अच्छे के लिए हुआ है, 3 वीक्स ब्रेक, या फिर इससे बुराई है, मतलब और भी ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करना चाहिए था?
Uh, Honestly, if you would ask me, I will not rate Mohan Bagan's performance on the basis of one match. If you look at the games which preceded this game, Mohan Bagan was absolutely phenomenal. Mohan Bagan was electrifying, right? So if you are trying to judge Mohan Bagan's game by one match, I'm gonna tell you one thing, that that's entirely wrong, because you cannot judge a team's game by one match. Upset. I am not saying that this is an upset. What I'm trying to say is the opponent was superior, far more
Exactly.
superior than Mohun Bagan was, and as a result, we lost. Like no complaints out there that this could have happened, that nothing could have happened. Believe me, even if Mohun Bagan would have fielded their best set, they were still going to go down against this opponent. This is a fact. Now, if you're asking me about the 3 week leave, the 3 week sabbatical that the Mohun Bagan players have got, it is extremely important. I personally believe that, because they have been a part of the bubble for a long time, and it is important for them to recuperate their mental state, because the same team that once they will be up against Indian counterparts, things are going to change. It is not going to remain the same, and I personally believe that the same team who has participated in the likes of such a prestigious, one of the most elite competitions of Asia, of Asian football, I believe they will be riding high on confidence. Well, of course, a six-goal defeat is like a hammer on the head, but at the same time, they'll need to understand that they were phenomenal against teams that were, like against teams who were playing in the in the group stages as well. They have defeated teams comprehensively with significantly good performance. But at the same time, it was kind of a battle of David versus Goliath. And at the end of the day, Goliath trumped over David. You can't really expect David to win always. So yes, I would say that this 3 weeks is going to do a world of good to Mohun Bagan's psychology. And once they get into ISL, people may question this fact that what about the preseason? Mohun Bagan already had the preseason in the AFC Cup. If you would ask me that, this rest would help the players to recuperate their mental strength, because they had a very significant defeat. Let's say they were going into a preseason with a lot of criticism and a lot of question marks. And let's say they were playing a couple of practice matches in which probably they had a slip up of one more goal. Let's say they were playing another practice match and they lost it. It will be a massive question mark on their psychology, that whatever are they doing, are they right? No, because the thing is, we get into a negative mindset once the downward spiral starts, and it is very difficult to get back from that. And that is exactly why I believe that this 3 weeks hiatus and sabbatical that has been given to Mohun Bagan players will do a world of good to their psychology, and they will be coming back stronger than ever.
रोहित दा, हुगो बुमू को छोड़ के जाना क्या was it a blunder?
Like I am saying, even if Mohun Bagan would have fielded their best team, they would have not been able to, defeat the likes of Nasaf, because they are a very superior team, right? In order to defeat them, probably, I don't know, they had to pull off some kind of miracle, because 29 shots, they took 29 shots. Do you imagine the impact that this team had on Mohun Bagan? So even if they would have taken Hugo Bumo, I believe this was Habas once again played out a technical masterstroke, because he knew that if they would have taken Hugo Bumo, the result wouldn't have been much different. What would have changed is probably Mohun Bagan could have had a couple of attacking enterprises, which is important. But at the same time, I believe that Hugo Bumo is a much more creative player, and with the physicality and the speed of the Mohun Bagan players, I really don't think he would have been of much effect in that game, because he is not a player who can create individualistic moments. The only player who can do that in the Mohun Bagan side, that is Roy Krishna. So Hugo Bumu create things for them. So that is why I believe that this decision was okay, justified.
ओके, अब थोड़ा बढ़ते हैं मोहन बागान के राइवल क्लब की तरह, ईस्ट बंगाल। काफी इंटरेस्टिंग मतलब साइनिंग्स हुआ है ईस्ट बंगाल में, काफी मतलब अच्छे फॉरेनर्स साइन किए हुए हैं और काफी अच्छे इंडियंस भी साइन किए हैं इस साल। आदिल खान, जैकी चाँद सिंह, अंकित मुखर्जी। क्या लग रहा है ईस्ट बंगाल इस बार कैसा प्रदर्शन करने वाले हैं आईएसएल में, रोहित दा?
Well, I personally believe that they have right now made a very good team. Yes, on papers, a lot of good signings were made. But if there's one thing that I'm still very confused about, and I would like to, question, is that they are still to go ahead and build a chemistry. I mean, they made their signings in a very hurried way. They have gotten a few star players in their side, which is a good thing to see.
They
But
have also got a good coach. मतलब
I mean, Manolo Diaz is definitely a good coach. I'll give him that. But at the same time, the only thing I'm worried about is the chemistry. They've got the likes of Arindam Bhattacharya, they've got the likes of Shankar Roy in reserves. But at the same time, if you look at their midfield, they've gotten a lot of young players. So young players are really high on energy, yes. But what they lack is the experience. They've also got Tomislav Marcela and then Franjo Perse. So they have probably learned from their previous mistakes. But once again, the first and foremost thing that they'll have to do is they'll have to form a combination and a coordination. If you look at the other teams, Mohun Bagan, Bengaluru, they are playing right now, right? So they already know that what are the necessary changes that needs to be done. However, what East Bengal will be lacking is that they haven't had any kind of game practice. They have signed a lot of players, which is a good thing to see. But at the same time, in order to gel these players, you have to bring in kind of a game practice, match practice for them to, like understand what kind of experimentation is needed, what are the necessary changes that needs to be incorporated. So I believe they are a good side on pen and paper, but matches are not won on pen and paper.
ओके
ईस्ट बंगाल के बारे में बात हो रही है, कैन आई
हाँ
इंटरवीन?
या श्योर
ठीक है,
आ जाओ
पहले डैन सिडोएल जो जिनको साइन किया ईस्ट बंगाल ने, ये भाई साहब ने आयाक्स से खेल के, ही इज कमिंग फ्रॉम नेदरलैंड्स, ही हैज प्लेड फॉर टीम्स लाइक आयाक्स, जो कि मेरा रिसर्च से पता चला. एंड मृदुल बैनर्जी हैज बीन अपॉइंटेड मैनेजर ऑफ ईस्ट बंगाल टीम. और मतलब काफी बड़े नाम है, जैसे और भी मैं बोलने वाला हूँ, लेस्ली क्लिवली.
एग्जैक्टली कैलकाटा फुटबॉल में तो काफी रिनाउंड कोच है.
एग्जैक्टली, और लेस्ली क्लिवली जो कि उन लोग का गोलकीपिंग कोच है, ही हैज बीन कोचिंग टीम्स लाइक चेल्सी. फॉर्मरली ही वाज अ गोलकीपिंग कोच ऑफ चेल्सी. सो उसके बाद जो है एंजेल गार्सिया, ही वाज द कोच ऑफ रियल मैड्रिड यूथ टीम. तो ऐसे काफी बड़े बड़े नाम लेके आ रहे हैं. और जैसे कि लास्ट एपिसोड में हम लोग बात किए थे चीमा के बारे में, निजल चीमा चुकवो, हु इज अ फॉरवर्ड फॉर द ईस्ट बंगाल टीम, इस बार फॉरेन साइनिंग है. ही इज प्लेड विद अर्लिंग हालैंड. हालैंड आप लोग को पता है, जो कि बोरुसिया डॉर्टमुंड में ही इज द राइजिंग स्टार राइट नाउ, तो उनके साथ खेले हैं नॉर्वे में. सो लाइक जैसे भी जो भी साइनिंग्स हुआ है, काफी बड़े बड़े नाम है साइनिंग्स में, ठीक है. तो बट जैसे कि रोहित दा ने बोला कि यू हैव टू मेक अ टीम आउट ऑफ द नेम्स. लाइक सिर्फ नाम से नहीं चलेगा, जस्ट बिकॉज़ यू साइन
लास्ट
बिग
ईयर भी
नेम्स
अच्छा
डजंट
टीम
मीन
ही
यू
था
हैव
ईस्ट बंगाल का, लेकिन वो जो इंडियन लाइनअप था थोड़ा सा मतलब उधर जहां मुझे लगा कि उधर ही थोड़ा फ्लॉप हो गया था. बाकी उनके फॉरेनर्स लास्ट ईयर भी बहुत तगड़े थे, इस साल भी वैसे ही तगड़े ही
एग्जैक्टली.
लिए हुए हैं ये वो उन्होंने.
एग्जैक्टली, जैसे अरिंदम को लिया इस बार मोहन बगान से, जो कि दर्द हो रहा है हम लोग सबको कि एकदम मोहन बगान से डायरेक्ट इस बंगाल में आ गया अरिंदम. सो जो भी है, एंड आई थिंक वो जैसे आई वुड से दिस इज अ लॉस ऑन मोहन बगान पार्ट दैट दे लेट अरिंदम गो एंड साइन अमरिंदर. लाइक पर्सनल, मेरा पर्सनल ओपिनियन ये है कि अरिंदम वाज ग्रेट लास्ट सीजन एंड मे बी ही शुड हैव बीन गिवन वन मोर चांस, क्योंकि इतना अच्छा जो खेल रहे थे. तो जो भी है, अभी
देखते हैं क्या होता है. मतलब मुझे तो लग रहा है कि ईस्ट बंगाल अच्छा करेगी इस साल. ईस्ट बंगाल इस साल अच्छा करेगी. अब देखना पड़ेगा क्या होता है. डार्बी मैच भी आने वाला है. मतलब
वो होना जो बोलता है हर साल आरसीबी आईपीएल जीतेगा.
नहीं मुझे लगता है इस साल ईस्ट बंगाल अच्छा करेगी. मतलब
गौतम
काफी
गंभीर
मतलब
गाइस, गौतम गंभीर.
काफी मतलब कंट्रोवर्सी में भी था ये लोग. मतलब अब देखना पड़ेगा कि कैसे होता है. मैं चाहता हूँ कि यार कैलकाटा के दोनों टीम ही अच्छे करे. अब देखते हैं क्या होता है. आईएसएल आने ही वाला है और हम लोग आईएसएल के भी काफी सारे एपिसोड्स करने वाले हैं.
तो जैसे दीप्तान आपने बोला कि वी आर ऑल एक्सपेक्टिंग आईएसएल, ठीक है, वी आर आल्सो एक्सपेक्टिंग आईएसएल टू हैपन. बट ये जो मेन क्वेश्चन है ये काफी डीप है. रोहित द दीप्तान कोई भी आंसर कर सकते हो. ये बात है कि क्या आईएसएल एक्चुअली इंडियन फुटबॉल के स्टैंडर्ड को इंप्रूव कर रही है? व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक?
मुझे तो लगता है रोहित
रोहित
दा.
दा.
Okay, this is a very debatable question. I personally do not will prefer not to say on this, but then again, a few facts that must be stated. ISL जैसे हो रहा है वो होने दो, हम लोग का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट द थिंग इज, लेट्स अगेन स्टार्ट द नंबर ऑफ टूर्नामेंट्स दैट वी यूज्ड टू हैव. एक इंटर लीग से सारा साल हम लोग नहीं बिता सकते. आइदर मेक इट अ लीग लाइक the Premier League, bring in 20 teams, make it a 40 game affair for each team, then we can go ahead and talk about it. But अगर तुम expect कर रहे हो कि सिर्फ एक, इनफैक्ट प्रीमियर लीग भी अगर देखोगे तुम, वहाँ पे भी वो लोग का EFL कप है, FA कप है, दे प्ले दोज नॉकआउट टूर्नामेंट्स. बट तुम अगर एक लीग से एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो कि the nation's football is going to improve, no it's not. So I personally believe you have to introduce more teams, you have to introduce relegation, you have to introduce more knockout tournaments so that the team knows the more the team plays, the better they will improve. If you are
आई
expecting
थिंक
them
इस
that
साल
just
आईएसएल में सारी टीम्स मतलब 3 मैचेस खेलेंगे एक एक टीम के साथ.
are you sure about it? Because I don't
आई एम
think
नॉट
ऐसा
श्योर. आई
कुछ
जस्ट हर्ड
information
कि
है.
ये होने वाला है, जो मुझे सुनने में आ रहा है.
मेरे ख्याल
तो
से
ये
ऐसे नहीं
काफी
हो
बड़ा
सकता
फॉर्मेट का
because
टूर्नामेंट हो जाएगा
no,
फिर।
I'll tell you exactly because अभी हम लोग ऑलरेडी सितंबर में आ चुके हैं and ISL I guess is starting from October, right?
नवंबर।
सो अगर तुम नवंबर से स्टार्ट करोगे, ठीक है, साइमल्टेनियसली आई लीग भी चलने वाला है, राइट? सो अगर नवंबर से स्टार्ट करोगे और हर एक गेम 3 गेम्स करके खेलेगा, ठीक है, द विंडो जो सीजन विंडो होते हैं वो एक्सटेंड हो जाएगा ऑलमोस्ट मई तक, जहां तक इंडियन फुटबॉल का सीजन खत्म हो जाता है। आई डोंट थिंक इतना लंबा विंडो, अगर 3 गेम्स कराना था तो शायद और भी जल्दी स्टार्ट करना चाहिए था। आई बिलीव दिस इज द प्लान फॉर द नेक्स्ट विंडो।
देखते हैं क्या होता है। और सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुनाइट, और हम लोग फिर से जल्दी मिलेंगे आप लोगों के साथ। अगर आप लोगों को ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा प्लीज लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। यार सब्सक्राइब कर ही दो यार, क्या मतलब क्या है, मतलब कर ही दो मतलब। हम
कर ही
लोग तो
दो।
मतलब आप लोगों को खुशी करते हैं, मतलब आपके लिए स्पोर्ट्स लाते हैं, मतलब एनिमे लाते हैं, और डीसी मार्वल तो है ही। सो जस्ट सब्सक्राइब कर दो यार।
और
चलो,
भी कुछ आने वाला है।
हाँ, और भी बहुत सारे कुछ आने वाला है। हम लोगों ने काम शुरू कर दिया है। सो स्टे ट्यून्ड। थैंक यू रोहित दा, थैंक यू शाग्निक। चलो गुड नाइट, शटर नमा दो वन।